Everybody talks about the American dream: opportunity, hard work, upward mobility. But the truth many won't say out loud is this: that dream is dead. And it didn't die naturally. It was built on a foundation that was never meant to hold everyone. Upward mobility, the idea that each generation does better than the last, used to be the engine of America. Today, roughly half of children will not earn more than their parents. That alone means the dream is mathematically failing. Homeownership is slipping further out of reach. The cost of raising a family, accessing healthcare, retiring with dignity, all of it has exploded. This isn't a feeling, it's measurable. When the majority cannot realistically achieve what a system promises, that system is broken. Now here's the part that's uncomfortable but necessary. The American economic system was not designed as a universal ladder. It was built on a European colonial model. Colonial systems don't exist to create broad prosperity. They exist to extract labor, resources, and land upward toward a small ruling class. That model worked exactly as intended. European colonizers brought with them guns, land seizure through law, wealth accumulation through enclosure and exclusion, racialized labor hierarchies, financial systems that concentrate value, not distribute it. This wasn't a bug in the system, it was the system. The American dream was marketed as universal, but structurally selective. It functioned best for those closest to the original colonial beneficiaries, those with access to land, grants, credit, and legal protection, those not excluded by race, class, or origin. For everyone else, the dream was conditional. Work harder, wait longer, accept less. And maybe someday you'll get in. But colonial systems don't evolve into fairness on their own. They calcify. Here's why the illusion is breaking now. Colonial economic systems require constant expansion. New land, new labor, new markets. But there's nowhere left to expand. So the system turns inward. Costs arise, wages stagnate. Debt replaces opportunity. What used to be hidden by growth is now exposed by scarcity. The dream didn't fail because people stopped believing. It failed because the math stopped working. Scripture has always warned about societies built on exploitation. Ecclesiastes observes that systems driven by oppression eventually collapse under their own weight, even when they appear powerful. And Habakkuk warns about nations built on stolen land and unjust gain, that they are storing up consequences without realizing it. These aren't threats. They're observations about how history works. When wealth is built through extraction instead of equity, collapse isn't moral, it's mechanical. This matters because when you don't name the architect, people blame themselves. They think, I didn't work hard enough. I made bad choices. Something is wrong with me. But the data says otherwise. This isn't individual failure. It's systematic design reaching its expiration date. European colonial economics created enormous wealth, but only by concentrating it. Now that concentration has reached its limit. So if the American dream is dead, the question becomes, what replaces a colonial system when it stops functioning? Not nostalgia, not denial, not louder belief. The future belongs to people who understand systems, not slogans, leverage, not hope, structure, not sentiment. A dying system always tells its citizens to keep believing. A rising generation learns how power actually works. And here's the part most people miss. If the American dream was built on extraction it was never stable to begin with. So the real question isn't how we revive that dream. The real question is what a human dream looks like. A dream built on restoration instead of theft. A system where identity isn't erased, where land isn't trapped behind gatekeeping, where wealth circulates instead of concentrates. That doesn't happen through noise. It happens through structure, land trusts, ownership, education, governance, and long-term strategy. Because when a system collapses, there are only two choices: panic or build. And the next conversation is about how the human dream gets built.